What's up guys, Overhyped here, back at it again with another video, and for today's video we're actually going to be reviewing a movie and not a 4K of a movie. We're going to be reviewing a movie I saw this weekend called The Presence. It is an experimental film by Stephen Soderbergh, and honestly I have been thinking about it since I've seen it, and I would love to share my thoughts and opinions about this movie with y'all guys. Stephen Soderbergh's latest film, The Presence, is the very definition of a slow burn. Multiple times during the movie I found myself wondering if this movie was going to be worth it. What is the point of this film, and does it truly justify being a feature-length film? However, as the final act unfolded, everything clicked into place. All the seemingly random clues that stood out like sore thumbs suddenly made sense, revealing just how intricately the story was woven. By the time the credits rolled, I realized this movie had left a lasting impression, not because it's scary, but because it nudged in the part of my brain that contemplates the afterlife and what it may feel like to die. You honestly go through the movie not really knowing exactly why things are happening, and at some points I would honestly say that it made me feel like it was a bad movie. I was like, I don't understand what people are doing. I don't know why. I feel like I've been watching this movie for like an hour and a half and nothing's really happened, and it just honestly felt like a waste of time. By the time you get to the ending, it really sticks to the landing, and it basically changes your whole perspective on how this movie went from the beginning. And you can really see all the little cookies that they left behind for you to find out, and it just took the movie from like literally a 5 to almost like a 9 immediately just with the ending. It was pretty cool and a little bit weird to like hate a movie all the way up until the ending and then being like, oh my God, movie's kind of genius. The most of the supernatural moments revolve around the daughter, whose actor does a solid job of portraying an anxious, traumatized teenager. Unfortunately, the brother's character felt a bit unbearable. While the actor did do a good job of making him obnoxious, as the role intended, it was hard to listen to him without feeling annoyed. So kudos to the actor, I guess, for nailing that. Lucy Liu, on the other hand, delivers a pretty subdued performance until the very end, especially during a pivotal moment at the end. The father's character was also well portrayed, serving as the logical anchor for the audience and voicing the obvious issues within the family dynamic. Now, the most intriguing character in this movie isn't even a person, it's the camera. The entire film is shot from the ghost's perspective, using extensive Steadicam and gimbal work to create a gliding effect. This unique approach elevates the story and gives the film this surreal ghost-like quality that I haven't seen in other films. What could have easily felt like a gimmick was instead executed intelligently, adding layers of depth and atmosphere. Now, because they do that, there is very limited like camera angles. You're basically set to one singular wide angle and you're basically gliding through the house as things are happening and the story moves. My only gripe with it is that he used kind of like a low-end camera. I don't know if he was trying to make a statement. I know he has movies where he's used like just an iPhone to make the movie, and I really think the movie could have benefited from being on a higher quality like film camera or like digital camera like the RE. And that's because I feel like the quality of the Sony that he was using just kind of gave you like that DSLR kind of vibe. It looked like kind of like a POV of like a home video or like a paranormal activity. It was kind of giving me those vibes when it came to like how crispy and everything looked. And that might just be the 4K guy in me, but honestly I wasn't a fan. And another thing I could notice is, I don't know if he had his ISO on like auto, but every single time he went into a room and there was like blown out windows, you could see like the camera shifting just a little bit. And personally, it took me out of the experience just a little bit because every single time it happened, I'm like, ugh, what is he filming this with, like a DSLR? Ugh. I don't know if he did that because it was easier to work with or he was just trying to make a statement, but personally, I think he should have used a better camera and it would have just added that extra layer of cinematic quality to it. Still, I admit, the choice added a sense of intimacy that some viewers might appreciate. Overall, The Presence was a refreshing, thought-provoking film that has stayed with me long after watching. While it's not a traditional horror movie or particularly scary, it's a narrative-driven exploration of themes like death and the afterlife. The story pays off beautifully and even delves into surprisingly dark territories at times. If you enjoy slow burn, story-heavy films, this is definitely worth your time. I'd rate The Presence a solid 8 out of 10, a hidden gem that delivers something unique, a golden nugget if you will. So yeah guys, that's my thoughts and opinions about The Presence, and I would love to know if you guys have seen it, what you guys thought down below in the comments. If you liked the video, drop a like, you already know what to do, and I'll see you guys on my next 4K movie review or movie review. Until next time, deuces.